What's up, guys? Welcome to Chronicles. Today we're talking about watches, and today we're going to talk about this brand that I think is still in the early kind of beginnings of their watchmaking career, but I see potential, and I think they're going to be a kind of a brand to collect and own in the future. And that brand is a German brand known as MontBlanc. Now, if you follow MontBlanc, they're known for their writing instruments, their pens, basically. If you watch Kevin O'Leary, he's going to call them writing instruments, but basically they're known for the pens. Now, they are owned by Richemont, and Richemont is a brand that owns a bunch of other sub-brands. They're in multiple different markets, specifically the watch market as well. So these watches actually are cased and built by JLC themselves. If you're familiar with Jaeger-LeCoultre, they are a master watchmaker, and this watch hails from that same kind of lineage. Now, movement-wise, this specific one has an ETA 7750. Actually, it's a very thin version of the ETA 7750, so it's a chronograph movement that they've somehow been able to scale down and make it a little thinner. And really, the thing about this watch is, besides it being well built and good looking, is the value prop. You can get them pretty affordably in the market right now. What's interesting about this specific one I have is that it's busted down, it's iced up, as the rappers say. And I picked this up because it was my first kind of piece that's been busted down or iced out, however you want to say it. And it's starting to grow on me, but I wanted to get your guys' opinion and kind of talk about this trend of icing out pieces. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it's a cool thing to do? Is it a little too showy? Is it a little bit, a little ghetto? I think, it depends on the individual. For me, I've never really owned anything iced out. To me, a lot of them look really ugly. But after wearing this for around 2 days, it's kind of growing me a little bit. I don't know if I would rock it every day, maybe under like a dress shirt or something like that. So yeah, to me, I'm still iffy about it. I'm more of a gold, stainless steel, white gold kind of guy. But yeah, I want to get you guys' opinion on that, because this watch is, in the pre-owned market, is around $1,500. This is the MontBlanc Sport Chronograph. So it's not really that expensive, but it's a well-built watch. Fantastic bracelet, butterfly clasp, and chronograph 7750 ETA. It's a reliable movement. It's nothing in-house or crazy, but it's a good solid movement. But then the guy I bought it from, just decided, I'm just gonna invest into a bunch of diamonds to this thing, and he's replaced the bezel, which was a diving bezel on this specific model, with just a bunch of diamonds. And I'll show you now in the video how it looks. It's pretty sparkly and it's pretty over the top. Now, what do I think about the brand as a whole? I think MontBlanc has a long way to go, but they are in the right direction. I think they're doing better than Tag Heuer, who, in my opinion, are kind of off the beaten path of watchmaking and more about the marketing. So I think in the long run, they're a growing luxury brand, and as they transition more into in-house movements and more affordable pieces compared to Jaeger-LeCoultre or Vacheron Constantin, the competitors in their own group in Richemont, I think they will be very successful, and they'll see a market. Will they hold value? Probably not. Just like any other brand that isn't really part of the big three, or I would say the big four, counting Rolex. They probably won't hold that well. But as a collector, you may want to have it just to have a German brand, German heritage, and maybe some Swiss watchmaking. Alright guys, so one thing I want to talk about when it comes to busted down pieces or iced out, whatever you want to call it, there's a significance in weight. Now, this piece, without any diamonds or anything, is a pretty heavy piece. It's a chronograph 7750. It's a heavy movement. You can feel the rotor shake when you move it. That classic 7750 shake. But then we go in there and add a bunch of diamonds around the bezel, around the case. The watch feels substantial. Now, depending on who you are, this may be a pro or con. Now, if you like diamond and you like heft, then you'll love this. But compared to something like this SKX that I have laying around, this is a very light piece that is very comfortable to wear because of that. You put this on for 3 days, you never want to take it off because you're like, oh, it barely feels like it's there. Where this, I wear this for 2 hours, and my wrist hurts. So it's a serious thing to consider. I know it sounds funny to some of you who aren't really in the watch game, but when you want to spend this kind of money, you want to wear the the sucker. You want to put it on and have it on for a little bit. So if you don't wear it, you sell it at that point. So something to keep in mind. It is heavy. May not be comfortable for most people who are used to lighter stainless steel pieces, or even yellow gold in that case. But yeah, it could be a pro or con, depending on how you see it. but something to know about if you want to get into this iced out game, or whatever the kids are calling it nowadays. But yeah, guys, other than that, thank you for watching this video. I have more watches coming in. I'm going to do some car stuff real soon. I'm working on it. I'm trying to get the camera and equipment for that. And yeah, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and like this video. And if you enjoy it, keep on watching and stay tuned. Thanks, guys.